What's up, YouTube? I want to do a quick video on the PS5 Pro and to establish that the PS5 Pro is the average PC gamer's nightmare. Not all PC gamers, but the average PC gamer's nightmare. Let me explain. I ain't talking about the PC gamer that got like the super expensive rig that could run servos around a PS5 currently. That could probably perform much better than the PS5 Pro, automatically. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the average PC gamer that's got a rig that's more expensive than the PS5 Pro, but can't do as much or barely doing as much as what the PS5 Pro is claiming it can do. You know what I mean? I'm talking to them. First of all, how do you have a problem with the PS5 Pro's price? Sony's pricing of that system. How can anybody have a problem with that? That's what they asked for. No one makes noise about the Switch, how overpriced that thing was at launch and how it's still overpriced. No one is talking about the Xbox console that's dropping next month. That's the exact same console, but want $600 for it. They want $600 for the exact same console that wasn't doing nothing before now. They want $600 for it. No one's talking about that. No one's talking about any of that, but how they feel like the PS5 Pro is overpriced. That's crazy, man. I feel like if you ain't talking about the other overpriced products, why talk about the PS5 Pro? And I'm talking to publishers too. I mean, not publishers. I'm talking about gaming outlets like IGN and all of them. Talking about how overpriced it is. How you gonna tell me what I see the value of something is? You know what I mean? We all seen what the PS4 Pro did. Let's go off of the historical facts of what the PS4 Pro was doing. The PS4 Pro was doing way more than what a lot of people expected. Even shocked Digital Foundry on a couple of accounts, especially when it came to Horizon Zero Dawn. Before that game came out and they were showing what the PS4 Pro could do, they were like stunned. And the crazy part about it was they were doing like checkerboard rendering, right? That was like the first, I want to say that's like the first time I ever heard of checkerboard rendering was with the PS4 Pro. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they started that checkerboard and stuff with the PS4 Pro. And it made the image look like native 4K. It was so close to native 4K, like Digital Foundry could not notice it without like pixel counting with some kind of machine or something. It was some impressive technology. Now you think if Sony did something amazing like that with the PS4 Pro, don't you think that they're going to do something just as amazing as the PS5? They're going to do something where they can make it, where they can really give you 4K 60 frames. Maybe even more than that in some cases. You could probably get, right now, if I'm not mistaken, on Call of Duty with ALLM, you can get 120 frames. You can get 120 frames 4K. I'm telling you, Sony got some stuff up their sleeve. They got some tricks up their sleeve when it comes to that PS5 Pro. I really believe that. And I'm just strictly going off the history of what they did with the PS4 Pro, which was freaking amazing. The PS4 Pro is an amazing piece of hardware, even right now. It was giving you 4K visuals on a lot of cases. And if not, you were getting native 1800p. And who can notice native 4K and 1800p with the naked eye? Nobody. Nobody can notice that unless you got like a 200-inch screen. You ain't gonna notice that looking at PS4 Pro on a 55-inch screen. You're not gonna notice that. I got a 75-inch screen, and the image is clean on the PS4 Pro. Clean. So when we talking about PS5 Pro, it's gonna do some stuff, a lot of stuff. I'm willing to bet you it's gonna be able to do a lot of stuff that the average PC can't do at that price range. That's why a lot of PC gamers making all that noise. They're making all that noise because it's essentially devaluing their PC. Now, that's not devaluing the people who spent like crazy amounts of money on like graphics cards and stuff like that. No, not them. But the average one. The one that spent about $1,000 on their rig. $1,000. We talking $1,000 on their rig that ain't gonna be able to do what the PS5 Pro gonna do. Because the PS5 Pro, I expect the PS5 Pro to do a lot of amazing stuff. Really. Really. And I think it really is. Given Sony's track record. Since when have Sony actually put out like in terms of consoles? Even handhelds put out a bad product technically. Never. And don't bring up the PS Vita either, because the PS Vita was ahead of its time. Technically. That thing was incredible. They always doing innovative stuff with their hardware. Always. It's always amazing technology with their hardware. Always. Now, what they do with it, as far as like how they messed up with the Vita, with the memory cards and all that, that's different. I ain't talking about the mistakes they made afterward. I'm talking about the actual tech in their products. They've never fumbled with that. Never. Everything that they've made has been premium. Everything. Personally, I believe the TVs were top notch for years. I'm talking way before now, up until now. They've made some stumbles for sure. I'm not denying that. But on average, their TVs have been top notch. I remember when they was coming out with, back when CDs was a thing, they had the best CD players, the best audio, the best all kinds of stuff. And I'm talking hardware. I'm not talking anything else. I'm talking hardware. Hardware-wise, Sony has always knocked it out of the park. Tell me where I'm wrong at. If you would disagree with me and you point out where they have made some bad products, and I'll be open-minded enough to hear you out, but I don't believe that. Call me a Sony pony, I don't care. But they have never made bad products, man. They have always made products that pretty much wowed you. I'm talking audio, video, freaking video games. They have always killed it. Sony have innovated products. They innovated the Blu-ray. There would be no Blu-ray if it wasn't for Sony. Their stuff beat out other people's manufacturing stuff when it comes to video. If I'm not mistaken, did they come out with the VHS? Or did they come up with the Betamax? I don't know. But regardless, they're always coming up with innovative stuff. So this PS5 Pro going to be a monster, bro. A true monster. The PS5 Pro is going to kill it. Visuals is going to run circles around the average PC. And they're going to be like, man, how do they do that? With just that CPU. My CPU better than PS5 Pros, but it's somehow these games is outperforming my games. It will be. It will be. Because they got all kinds of special techniques that they do with that hardware that they already got. That's going to be able to deliver some amazing stuff. Don't go off of that YouTube video that they put out. Don't go off of that. Go over their track record. Go off of what they did with the PS4 Pro. Because the stuff they did with the PS4 Pro was impressive. Especially with first-party games. It was incredible. And it will be nothing short of incredible with the PS5 Pro. $700. So what? So what? So what? It all matters to who thinks the console is valuable. Value is the eye of the beholder. Or whatever the saying is. Beauty. Same thing works with value. Same thing. Don't get mad at me. And the other part is Sony ain't even making you buy it. It's not, y'all acting like they saying, give me your PS5s back and you got to buy it back from me for $800. That's how y'all acting. It's ridiculous, man. I just wanted to put my opinion out on the PS5 Pro and tell you guys y'all absolutely ridiculous because you really are. Y'all ridiculous. Y'all just want something to cry about like y'all always do. Never mind my kitty. My kitty cat. That's all I want to say, though, man. Let me know what y'all think. Wrong, I'm gone.